This video tutorial will show you how to use the line buffer tool in the map editor. So to begin, I'll come to Tools and move to Line Buffer Tool. Now the purpose of the line buffer tool is twofold. The first is to establish the width of a line that you have already drawn. So for example, I have this gold line here, and what I can do is establish a width for that line and thus give it an acreage. The second purpose of the buffer tool is to associate any data points that are close to a line that may fall within a buffer of the line, thus associating that point with the line that you've drawn. So to start, for reference, I'll come here and open up Tools and Editor. I'll select the Lines layer. I'll use the Select tool here, and I'll draw this box and select my line. Now, as you can see in the line attributes, I currently have no buffer width and thus no acreage. I simply have the line length. So I'll close the editing tool. I'll come here to the line buffer tool again. Now what I can do is I'll use the select tool down at the bottom, single click that, and I'll draw again a box encompassing my line. Do that. And now you can see that the map editor has found your line here, my gold line, and like we just saw, it's showing a length of 708. So now what I will do is I'll put in a distance here, let's say 30 feet, and I do remember that this 30 feet will be on either side of the line, so this is actually a 60-foot buffer. So now what I will do is create buffer. And so as it says, no features are found in the selection area. Now what that means is that it has not found a data point that lies within the buffer of your line. So as you can see here, the buffer has been created, but there are no data points that fall within that buffer. But now, we'll close the results window, and I can close the line buffer tool as well. And I'll come back to Editor, just to confirm, use the Select tool, select my line again, and now we can see that a buffer width is filled in here as 30, like we put in. And if we scroll down, we now have an acreage for this line as well, calculated based on the buffer width and the line length. So that wraps up how to create a buffer for a line in the map editor of CoreJD.